What's up everybody, my name is Chris and this is another tutorial by Homes in 5. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a transparent PS Vita background. Now the reason you would want to do this is to see the waves that are going on in the background whilst there is a picture in front of it. So they do still go on while there's a background on there, so this basically gets rid of all the crap that you don't want on there, so you can actually see some pretty stuff going on behind that. The things you're going to need before we get into this are the Content Manager Assistant. If you don't have a PS3, you're going to need to copy things from your computer to your PS Vita, so you can download that in the description below. The other thing that you will need is Photoshop. Doesn't matter if it's 3, 4, 5, or 6 for the CS Photoshop thing. That's okay. So hit up Photoshop. And the last thing you'll need is a picture that you actually want to edit to make it transparent for your background. So I myself have picked this one here just as a demo. I love Kingdom Hearts, and I'm going to get rid of all of this basically and have just Sora and the keyblades in the background, but you'll see how that'll look at the end. I may upload this after I do the whole thing if anybody really wants it. But getting on with it, we'll go to Photoshop, and we're going to need to make a new picture according to the resolution of the PS Vita. So you're going to go to File, and then New, and the dimensions you're going to need are 960 by 544 in pixels. So that's the dimensions for a PS Vita background. We'll call this KH Transparent, Kingdom Hearts Transparent, Alright, and that's the size of the picture you're going to have there. Now, to be able to get rid of that white, because anything white will come up on the picture, you're going to need to go to here, and you see the little padlock there. We're going to make it unlocked. So if we go to background, just double click on it really quick, come up with layer 0, just hit OK. Now to get rid of the white, you can hit Control A, or if you want, you can use the click and drag tool just there, but Control A and delete will make everything completely transparent right there. So if you put that on your PS Vita right now, you would have nothing. It'd still be the waves in the background. There'd be nothing in the way. Now the next thing we're going to do is open up the picture that we want to edit. So if you don't know how to do that, you're probably going to get a bit confused later on then. But that's the picture that we want right there. And we're going to make this the same size as, or the same dimensions as this background here. So not all of this is going to fit in. It is a bit taller than expected, but if we go to image, you're going to need to basically crop this or resize this, sorry, to the same width as this one here. So if we go to Kingdom Hearts 2 one there and we go image, and then image size, now we're going to change this to 960. And then hit OK. But you need to make sure that you hit constrained proportions, so that'll make sure that everything stays. It basically makes sure the aspect ratio, or whatever this is at now, will be exactly the same when you minimize it. So we'll hit OK, and that is that's the exact same size. That's just been minimized, I guess. We've reduced the size of the picture. Now the next tool we're going to get is this one here. So if you don't have that tool there, that's actually the quick selection tool. If you want to bring up this little menu, you need to right click and then pick quick selection tool. You may, I don't know if you have magic wand there already, but right click, quick selection tool, you've kind of got this lasso looking thing here. Now what this does is it lets you select the areas that you want to basically select, and then you'll delete the rest that's around it. So we're going to go to here, and just for an example, and I'll cut the part where I pick this out, but if you see this snapping to all these different regions now, this is where the Photoshop, not the computer, is kind of quick selecting all the areas that it figures out that you kind of want to select. So snap into all the areas. I'll just do like a rough idea for now so you can see it working, but that's everything. Oh, sorry, I just got a message on my phone. That's snapping to everything now. I wouldn't recommend clicking and holding and doing it all in one go, like click and then let go. So if you mess anything up, you can go Control Z, because if you select the entire thing and then it stuffs up, you got to start all over again. But you can see that it works pretty well coming across all these here, and like I said, just rough for now. There we go. That's pretty much Sora highlighted right there. But I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this off. I'm going to make this proper. Oh, sorry, it didn't get a little bit there and there. I'll finish all this off, and then I'll come to you once I've gotten all of this right. Okay, so that's pretty much everything done. You can see it all looking a lot more, I guess, trimmed and proper. Something I should have told you before you started that is when you're doing the trimming, make sure you're on plus. So plus is selecting everything you want, and minus is kind of trimming away the bits you don't want for the quick select. So if it selects like a green area that you want to get rid of, hit minus and kind of rub that out. But once you've done all that, just to kind of soften the edges before you paste it into the picture that you're making, I would say right click and go to feather. So this just kind of softens the edges a bit. Let's go a feather radius of 1 pixel just to be safe. And hit OK. And then what you're going to do is go Control X, which will cut out Sora from the picture there. And then Control V will paste him right into here. And you can see like the way that the feathering is kind of worked. He does look a lot softer around the edges just there. Now, like I said, this is a taller picture than the height of the PS Vita, but if we sit him around about here, that looks pretty awesome. So I'm going to keep him around about there. And what we're going to do now is, you don't really need to, but if you'd like, you can go merge layers, just merge visible, so it's saved like that. And you're going to go File and Save As, because it's a new picture, or you can go Save too. We'll go Save, there we go. And you're going to need to save it. If you want to keep the Photoshop document you've just made, you can save it as a PSD first. But I don't want to keep it because it's easy to make for me. So I'm just going to go save it. Don't save it as a JPEG. JPEG, it makes everything here white and it won't come out properly. Save it as a PNG. Just get what you want to do there. Kingdom Hearts Transparent, and go Save and Interlace None. Or, yeah, and OK. Okay, now that's done. I'm going to close this now and I'm going to go No. No as well, because I don't really care about that anymore. And if all has gone well, this should come up being, there you go, transparent like so. Now I'm going to go and copy this to my PS Vita. I'm not going to show you how to do that because if you don't know how to do it, like I said, you shouldn't be watching this, but we'll cut to the camera now and I'll show you applying the background. Alright, so that's the whole thing finished. I've kind of set out the icons so that they look a bit, they're kind of according to the way the background looks, but you can see in the background there, that's the whole thing set up. To set the whole thing as a background, I like to change your, I guess your tabs background. You need to go to, you got your waves along there, but you need to pick that one. And then and I've got my pictures there. I do have a Homes in 5 one that I made just for a test as well, but picking that Sora one there will just, for some reason, reapply it, even though it's already there. But the only thing that I guess may frustrate you is that when you slide, it'll go black. It's like a black transition for every single one. So there's my Homes in 5 transparent one as well that I was mucking around with. But this came out really well, actually. I'm kind of impressed at how well Photoshop did it. So, I mean, if you really want this one, if you DM me or PM, me like on Twitter or YouTube or Facebook even, I can email it to you. Or if there's like a lot of people that want it, I can upload it as a Photoshop picture, not Photoshop, photo bucket picture. Yeah, I can put it on there. But hopefully this has helped out. Now you guys know how to make transparent pictures on PS Vita, so you can actually see. If we oh, you know, I can't do it there, but you can see the waves moving just in the back there. Oh, you can see them. Cool. But anyway, this has been another episode of Homes in 5. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it's helped you out. If it did, then comment, rate, subscribe, do all the cool stuff, and feel free to check out my Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus in the description below. This has been another episode of Homes in 5. Bye-bye!